I am Ed the Pagan out of Las Vegas this week, taking on the National Association of Broadcasting and having a great time with it. On Friday, we will be bringing you a special report here at that Daily Spell, talking about all of the things NAB and television and how the world is about to change again. But today I'm here with Mary, Reverend Mary. We're both here kind of an off day. I guess we don't not usually here on Wednesday nights anymore together. Um, and here we are.
Here we are,
And
and we
today,
are talking.
go ahead. We're out of practice. Go ahead, Mary.
Yes, so we're going to talk a little bit about some new books. We have one that's out and two that will be out shortly.
Absolutely. Um, well, first, as we know, the omnibus. It's got that super fancy name.
Here we go.
Yeah, the Corellian omnibus is available in paperback right now, and that is available to you at CorellianPublishing.com for $20. And it's a new book. And it's good for being either a coloring book. It's good as a poetic spell book, and it's good for Dungeons and Dragons too. I'm finding out for gamers, because you can use that in your gaming world. So check that
I
out. That's
have
incredible. Go ahead.
going to say I have the hardback here, not the softback, but this is what some of it looks like.
hmm Well, if you buy, there are, you can contact us. We have a limited number of hardback books still available. Contact
Absolutely
me
beautiful
for.
artwork by Lord Don. And the wonderful title I can simply not get over, Reverend Don's Super Omnibus of Magical Incantations and Invocations for All Occasions.
And there you go. And we actually have from our campaign a handful of those available. So if you want to, we don't have them on the website, but they're available. Contact me.
And hello
Uh,
to Cherry in the chat room. Thank you for joining us.
yeah, we've heard that and everything else. So we still continue to see it. If you are a store or a merchant, right, or want to use it as a fundraiser, let me know. Right, we can make it. We can do that too as well. All right. So we have that available to you. We can sell that as a store to stores and merchants as well, and to fundraisers of temples and everything else. So like this weekend's illustrations there, so you can kind of order them and say, "Hey, it's a temple." Yeah, they're coming out there and hanging out with you. Nothing wrong with that. So today we had the. I don't have the image right in front of me. Oh yeah, I do. We can do this. Um, can you share your screen with Five Mystic Secrets? Go to fivemysticsecrets.com.
I certainly can.
There we go. All right. And this is the Five Mystic Secrets. It is the heart of what we call the Corellian tradition. This is one of the most important documents. It's the first document. It speaks of the five mystic secrets, the way it works with us. Oh my God, catching a cold. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. I hope. Um, and the Five Mystic Secrets is a multilingual edition paperback. It's got it in all language. Kind of calling it a Corellian Rosetta Stone. And so this book is now available to you, and they are available right now to you for pre-order, and it'll be out basically in the middle of or early May, just a couple weeks. Thank you. And that's probably the
No.
longest distance blessings I've ever got for a sneeze. Wherever you are, Jerry. Thank you. Um,
And hello to you, Caredware. Good to see you tonight.
so, yep. So we've got that book going, and now let me go ahead and talk about another book that was coming out. We're hoping it's going to be a little bit of a race to have it out in June. It's called Travel Magic by Lisa McSherry, and we'll be making more of an announcement about it. It's a new book by a renowned author who was early in the was one of the original virtual pagans, and she's wrote a terrifically delicious little book of a lot of power with a lot of energy into it for those of us who travel, and it's going to be our first of our new press, the Pagan World Press, the imprint of the Pagan World imprint. And then in July we'll have one more book, which is in the pipeline. It's called Exponential Magic, spell casting in the age of AI, and that's my book finally. So yeah, that'll come out early July, Independence Day. So we got
All
a lot
right.
going on in Corellian publishing. Plus, now we still have all of the first degree books of the Corellian tradition, first, second, third degree books. We have them in paperback and hardback. We have Living the Wiccan Life. So if you're in the Witch School system or any other school, we have those. So Corellian publishing is coming along, and it's based on a simple concept. And I think that what people don't understand is the idea of we can now distribute at the speed of human. It just matter how fast we move. At the speed of human. And I think that's a very important idea that most people that it means how many executions we can do to get there and how much we are willing to work with each other through various means to get products out and then to share them with you and that have you like them as well. We have Medium 365, which is going to have a new cover coming out.
And
If you,
that is a great book.
yeah, and if you've got, do you still have that window open?
I can. What books do you want me to show you?
Is it Medium 365? Does that have a new cover showing there yet?
Just a moment.
Not yet.
I don't see it here.
No.
No, it does not. I will point out we do have Reverend Don's Big Book of Questions, though,
Volume 1 and 2.
and they are based on his vlogs. He actually spoke them into existence.
He did. And one of our sponsors, Speak Your Own Books, can help you write your book. Speak Your Own Books. Uh,
Yeah,
so I guess we've got time. So one of the biggest things that we're hoping to do is if you have a book and you want to get it pushed out farther and quicker and get a bigger bang on your opening day, come to us, talk to us. We can help you with that. We can help you with radio show. We can, with our logs, and we are going to help people sell more books. I think that's something I think we can do and we should do, not just for our own publishing house,
definitely.
but for others. There's a lot of great books. Last week I met with Cross Crow Books. I hope I got that right in Chicago, and I went there for with to Deborah Lipsnow, Bring Out the Way of Four, which is a very good book. It was an older book; they went out of print, and now Cross Crow Book has brought that back. He's brought Raven Digitalis book back. Oh no!
You're back.
Okay, I did nothing, nothing at all.
Thank you,
It is.
Caredware. I was about to message you and ask if you could hear Ed.
So everybody. Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what it is. It is. It's been a bit of a haunted day. So I've had a bit of a Fae day. The Fae started playing with us earlier this morning. They got us lost in a the way we've gone. They took us a completely different place, so we hadn't been in the hotel. We didn't even know how we got there. Yet this is the same path we take every day. We got to do our business, and the first thing we went to do today, I'll talk more about it, was to see a augmented reality interface that has never has been. This is the first time it's been seen outside of Japan. It's here. Uh,
Wow.
yes, right here. And they haven't even produced them yet. And we told them we'd take 30 to 50 of them. We were interested in them. We have an idea for them. They haven't even begun manufacturing many numbers, and they're with Canon. They were talking about how to do this. We're gonna have actually more of a report on this Friday. But we
Can't
got to see
wait.
that. That was really cool. That was really a lot of fun. And then we walked around, and then we found a camera, a company that had a picture of this huge camera, like this huge array of cameras, like huge. And I'm like, what the heck is that? And he goes like this. Oh, it's for making holograms. And they had holograms right there in front of them. And they rent
Wow.
themselves out to make holograms. We could, if we had a ritual or something, we could have it them come out and film it and create it into a hologram. They
Oh,
would either
wow.
exist in 3D or could exist in 3D, could exist in VR, or it can exist in an interface that you could interact with it. So it was very like weird like that. Um, and then we were talking about, oh yeah, the last thing we needed today was like, yeah, wouldn't that be a beast? That would be like so much fun. Um, and then we got green paint. So they gave us actually a sample of green paint, of specialized green paint that you paint your walls for green screen. We got that in
Ooh,
there today. Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, I mean, all sorts of little tools that what we needed to be in a very successful game. So now, folks, here's comes the hard part for us. People talk about selling. Well, we're going to actually have to become. We are. I'll say it right here. Find out Friday what it means, but we are a fast company. We
yes.
are, by definition, now a free, ad-supported. Not that many ads, please, folks. More ads. Um, Supported streaming television. It's gonna be a new buzzword. We're it. There's only a couple of thousand stations out
We have
there.
been it.
Yeah, we haven't never been talking about that. From the time we were at this event last year to this time, this has really changed. Oh my gosh! So, and for the holograms, there was one more thing we did. So, what was the last thing we did? It was like suddenly really important. Oh yeah, we found a lighting system. I mean, we found the last thing today. We were like looking. We found a lighting system, 3-track lighting, all the batteries you need, everything it carries into a hard carrying case. You know, we
Hmm.
found equipment. We found answers all over
Right.
the place. Money, revenue. We're gonna have to do all of those things, but that it is. And how do we do
Please
that?
advertise with us.
And that we sell books. We're good at selling books. People love
Yes.
books. So if you're an advertiser looking to sell books, talk to us. We can help you. We sell books. And talking about books, you got the Reverend Don Lewis's Super Omnibus of Spells and Incantations for All Occasions. We got it that time.
You left magical out.
Darn. We're going to have a contest for that.
I've been saying we should have a contest for who
Oh,
could
well, so we're
say
going
it the fastest.
and then we've got, what else do we have out there? And then like I said, we have the Travel Magic book coming out. But the Five Mystic Secrets is coming out really fast. It is one of the most important. If you have a temple, if you have a group, you want to utilize it on a large scale and want to give it away as a gift or sell it as a fundraiser, if you have a store and want to use it to, to put on stock in larger models, please let us know. We're very interested in helping you be able to do that. And so that's essential. Um, Tomorrow's okay. Let's talk about it a little bit. Tomorrow's 420. Oh my God, people are going to have so much fun with that. Um, we have a tape. Phil Farber's High Magic. We have a tape about high magic out there. You should check it out on our Facebook page. Not our Facebook page, our Pagan World page.
Okay. Also, tomorrow is Tarot Thursday. Bless you, Ed. And my special guest is going to be Cardware Siskadal. So please join me and Cardware tomorrow night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern for Tarot Thursday on 420. And we always have fun with that. And again, please check out CorellianPublishing.com. And we'll send a little good energy to Ed here while he coughs up a lung. And yes, tomorrow is 420. So,
There you go.
and Ed's in
Uh,
Sin City for 420. I have to go to work tomorrow.
so yeah, I plan to. And I'll be sharing it on my personal Facebook page. It is about personal things, but I'm actually be sharing it up there tomorrow. I realize now that I'm less representative of my church and not doing as much work with them, like hardly anything. I can go ahead and be a little bit more Ed. You're gonna be able to see more of Ed. And Ed, yes, is a pot smoker at times, just a little bit. Like I said, just a little bit. Um, and tomorrow I'm going to be in Las Vegas. I stayed over a day to be able to do that, and we're going to do that with Neil Goodman of uh, Chasing the Endless Summer, and we've been doing that lately. And we're going to talk more about what's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to be very. It's going to be pretty amazing. Um, I think the other thing that's happening, things are happening. We're going to see a lot more content, and so we're going to talk more about that. But
Yes.
right now, if you have a book, so yes, you can self-publish. We will tell you we're using a new model to pay our authors, but you can self-publish. Don't get me wrong. This is the day and age you can self-publish. Why would you work with one of the smaller publishers? Why not just go to well, the big publishers are very difficult to work with at times. They're very good. They do a lot of things for you. They get you fast distribution. They get you name recognition, but the royalties really suck. Hmm? You can talk to any authors. It's famously known. It's not great pay. We are paying a higher per piece price as our commission system. So when you buy from us, the authors are getting paid directly, not half paid or semi paid or maybe they get a small residual. They're going to get a per piece page, regardless if we sell it as wholesale, regardless if we sell it uh, uh, full retail. They're going to get top notch piece of it. The dry desert air has gotten to me today. Ah, this is drier air here. Wow.
Yeah. Well, you can always come back to Nashville and breathe swamp air anytime you want to visit.
Everywhere's got its own taste. Um, and if you've ever thought about it, if you want to if you can finance it yourself, that's very affordable. If you want to have a book in you that you don't know how to get out of it, we have Speak Your Own Book. You can talk to them, speakyourownbook.com. They are a sponsor. They're also, they're fully involved with us, but it's a way to get a book out. You can speak a book into existence. And they have a methodology, depending on how long your book is and how long. You sit down and talk with them, with one of their people, and you tell your story. They ask questions, they tell your story. And then they write the book with you. And what I mean with you is that they transcribe all this and they present it to you in a form, then you get to read it and decide if you like it or not. Then they go back and they help you with editing and they bring out a final product. And this could be that could be very quickly. Mm, excuse me, I apologize. Very quickly into a book format, and that can be presented. You can do that. Medium 365 is exactly that book. Oh,
And Reverend Don's Book of Questions was done that way from his vlogs.
and that's another service they have is that they can take if you don't want to do it necessarily from that. They will spend the time and listen and go through your lectures, your classes, your podcasts, any sort of content you've got, and they will either transcribe it and organize it for you to present it into a book format. So if you've done hundreds of hours of radio or podcasting or video about a certain subject, you send them the piece of the video you want transcribed, edit it, and put it into book format. They can do that. And so that's really important. And then you can then self-publish, take it to one of the publishers, see if they would publish it, and or we're or any of the smaller upcoming ones like ourselves, Crowley Publishing, Pagan World Publishing, soon to be out there, bringing you some of the best of the world. And Techno Magic is going to be my book. I've kind of this is the idea of it. Exponential Magic is going to be the name of the book. And what do I mean by exponential magic? Why do you want me to write that book? Because so a lot of things in the world are local and linear. Pagan prides are local and linear. Events are local and linear. Your family is local and linear usually. Then we got the telephones. We were able to be act and be local and linear, but we had communication with our friends, families, tribes outside of that system. Previous to that, you had to use a letter, which was not local, which was very local. You had to, while it moved at a distance, it was very local. It had to be an object. Telephones let it be a little less local, but it was very expensive to it when it wasn't. And magic is the same way. All the magic we do is local magic. We get with our friends, tribes, everything else. Magic is really, really super local until now. Now we're casting spells across the entire world. We're casting spells that we picked up and added to by other people. We're getting magic that can do all sorts of things, and that's where we're at. And so it's spell casting is in the age of AI. So it's going to be a book completely focused on how magic lives, how we live in our astral, our akashic, our physical, our mental, and our emotional worlds simultaneously, projecting them into the quantum reality that exists all around us, and through the observer theory, we kind of affect things. Now, how do we do that when we add cyberspace to the mix? Zero, near frictionless imaginings of the world. How do you create? How do we do it? And as we said it, we're becoming creators. We are becoming creators. And what does that mean in the age of AI? That's going to be what the book is about. And my
Can't wait.
lecture workshop in June. And so, hi, good evening, Brian. So that's what I'm kind of offering out there. That
Hey,
side of
Brian.
idea, that book. So if you want to join our team, just let us know. Join pagan.world. We're going to start really working on the membership there. We're going to start working on offering more material between there. We're going to have take tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off and do we just have a day of enjoyment and relaxation. But we come back Friday. We're going to have a daily spell. I think that will be pretty impressive if we do it correctly. If not, it'll be just a good time. Me and Neil will be presenting that on Friday. And tomorrow you're doing Tarot Thursday again.
Tarot Thursday with our
The most
good friend Caredware.
right, and yeah, I respect that. That is the most popular show of the week. So yeah, it's
We
interesting.
do have fun.
And then and the midday show with Don moving to midday was very interesting. Uh, I think that was he had you for health reasons and also because he loves to present, so he can't imagine not presenting, not talking to you, the audience. And so
Right.
he couldn't imagine doing not doing that, but he did this for midday, and he's getting a nice audience. It's a very he's getting an audience, and you can always watch the reruns and repeats, and consume Don's content. I would like to see more shows. You do The Witch Rising on Sunday, um, but we're
Yes.
but we're open to more live shows and more presentations if you guys are out there. So let us know what you're interested in and if you're going to help us, because that's really going to become the next question. Are for me? So Set Your Friday. Are you going to really help us? Do you really want to see us do a great job?
Hi,
And so,
Mary.
mhm. Yeah, there you go. I just put the 5mysticsecrets.com. Yep. And you can join that and learn about that. You can get the book. So there's a lot of things out there over there. Um, and if you want to, use code WS1 for the moment. And that's a discount code. So there you go. I think it's 10%. Um, Try it out. I really don't have much more. I'm so excited about wanting to talk to you. And I'm really organizing my thoughts for Friday. Uh, because to kind of explain to you, because a wizard is always on time and always where they're supposed to be. I mean, being in a room with like the people who are making decisions of what we consume and how you're consuming it, and being right there listening to them talk about how they're dealing with these millions and millions and millions of viewers was a very exciting moment. It was also very humbling and very instructive. And it's a question: what do we want to do? How big do we want to play? How big are we? And I think that's a very important question for the pagan community right now. Where do they want to be? And I know it sounds like, oh, that's a hyperbole, but it's not. It really is not. Hmm? Uh, so yeah, and so we can make and I guess people say, well, how do we know that you're thinking right, Ed? And I really can answer that. He says you don't know it. You can only know it by the inner logic of what I'm saying against the world. And if you don't understand the world and that inner logic is not really helping you, okay, I get that. Hmm? But you can also look into my past and all my different things that the projects that I've been working on in sequential that leads us to this moment and see how successful they've been. Witch School, still around, 22 years later. Pagans Tonight Radio, Magic TV. Magic TV was February 2006. We were like one of the early users of YouTube. And we were already on the air before YouTube. We were already mastering that. Pagans Tonight Radio, one of the first ones to get on, 2009. We jumped on that. Plus, we had earlier forms of radio we jumped on. In each of these cases, you'll see that people followed along and eventually started using these tools. But we used these tools earlier. And with FAST and our television station online, we're doing the same thing again. And it matters how much information do you guys want to know and share with the world. This isn't about any given individual. I could say it all day. But I mean, unless one of us becomes suddenly a celebrity of millions and millions of people generate millions and millions of dollars, and that is always possible in any given minute. If you're in the right space, we can grow. We can grow. We can grow together because we have all sorts of shows. I mean, I don't. So we're getting into our second season. We're actually, second season, season and a half. I mean, it depends which way you look at it. And we're going to be starting to show a lot more of our stuff. And one of the ways we are supporting it is through CorellianPublishing.com, which will be Pagan World Publishing. And tonight, Five Mystic Secrets is on pre-order. The omnibus is out. The lesson books are out. The book of questions are out. We have a book called Medium 365. We have a coloring book of the Women of Antiquities and more to come. So check it out,
Yeah.
CorellianPublishing.com. Any thoughts for you, Mary?
I think that sums it up. Check out CorellianPublishing.com. Join us at paganworld.tv. Become a citizen. If you're interested in having your own show, contact us. If you want to write a book, contact us.
We can help you communicate.
Yes.
We can help you get attention, and we can build an audience together that is so adaptable, so attached, so engaged. I think we can do this, and we can really make a change in the world, our world, pagan world. Well,
Yes,
blessed
we
be,
can.
folks. So blessed be,
Blessed
and
be.
we'll talk to you tomorrow on Tarot Thursday. Join Don on Midday Thursday tomorrow, where he is always talking about the most interesting things.